I mean, MCPvP is not gonna die from this. We're still gonna recover. I haven't been paid in like who knows how long, right? I got laid off and I stayed on as a volunteer. These like
User
the
left your
committee
channel.
isn't telling the whole story to other people. And Crowheart's a hoe. So I'm just now that she's quit, she's a scumbag. I'm glad she's quitting. Good riddance to bad rubbish. Seriously, she was the worst mistake. The only reason Wiki kept her around was because he had a crush on her. Literally, that was the only reason. He would not get rid of her, no matter how many times I went to him and said, "Hey, the mods despise her," right? He wouldn't get rid of her because he had a crush on her.
There's
Absolutely
another mod
annoying.
named Brett1.
I'm hating on all the people who are just being scumbags about it. And that's what pisses me off, is those people who are like, who show that they don't care, show they don't care about any of the sacrifices that Hakluk has made. Like, it's not that Hakluk, like, has every decision that Hakluk's made. Yeah, look at that. Taze wasn't even doing his volunteer position. Callahan, look at that. Like, that was another thing. Hakluk had Taze's responsibility, right, was to put new kits on manage. Okay? And he wasn't even doing it. Like, come on, Taze. And then he throws a hissy fit when Hakluk calls him out on it. Like, literally, you know how much revenue was lost because that wasn't pushed up? And he didn't even care, and then he has the gall to go into the mod chat and throw a hissy fit because Hakluk, like what? Hakluk has to you want Hakluk to tell you to put a kit on manage? But how dare he not talk, how dare he, or you get mad when he tells you, to do your job, but you get angry when he, doesn't have a conversation with you about, doing things to save MCPvP? So if you don't put a kit on manage, people can't buy it. So people could not buy the kit, right? While it was released. And Taze didn't put it on. It was his job. And he didn't tell anyone. Pluto messaged in the chat, said, "Hey, I'm going to be out for the weekend." So Taze and Pluto, who are in charge of MC-HG, right? Pluto was like, "Hey, I'm not going to be here." And so everybody's like, "Oh, okay, no problem." So it was Taze's responsibility. Did Taze put anything in the chat saying, "Hey, I'm not going to be here"? No, he didn't. Because if he'd done that, we would have known that I would have then defaulted and gone and done it. Or Hakluk would have done it. Or someone else would have. Maybe Nam would have. And I don't know. Either way, it's the committee was just a terrible idea. That it started off as a great idea, right? Let's have moderators run MCPvP and run it from the community standpoint. And that's great. I love that things can get run with the help of the community. But at the same time, when the committee isn't doing what they're supposed to be doing, and it's not everybody on the committee, but if Hakluk is having to constantly get on them to do their stuff or to, keep up with things, right? Then Hakluk's basically just running MCPvP anyway.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. Yeah.
So why is anyone getting mad when he finally decides to start promoting people without talking to anyone? Like, he is not making any decision that's out of his power. Yeah, they were in TS info all the time. Literally, just sitting there. Like, if you ever joined them, they were all just cussing at each other and, just palling around on other games. Like, they didn't even... It was absolutely messed up. Playing CSGO or whatever. Hell, I'm somewhat glad that the people who've resigned have resigned. Crowheart, glad she's gone.
Really?
Oh, I'm so glad she's gone.
Was that only because your vision of Kit PvP and her vision was completely different, and so
no, she's just a terrible human being, and
okay.
I'm sorry for saying that, Crowheart, but she just causes so many problems. Like, she was the reason why we could never get the old version. So we were trying to put the old version of Kit PvP as a warp on new Kit PvP.
Yeah, and that's the one I wanted.
Yeah, she's the reason why we couldn't get that through. because she
No, it
didn't want to
wasn't.
push it through.
Wait, Brett, when was it?
When
You
was what?
guys should have
Literally, Redstoner was coding it, and she's like, just don't put it in. Like, it's just gonna, like, people are gonna hate it anyway. Anyway, good news is we can finally get some non-bias common sense mods added to MCPvP. Because for the past, Wiki has just completely refused to add mods just because he had a vendetta against them. And that got passed on when he was gone, right? The same, like, literally, I talked to Jacob when he was in charge of it, and I convinced him to give certain people a second chance, right? And look into them. And then the moment Wizard got it, she put the kibosh on it too.
So what do you think about
And like,
Wizard
the
quitting?
mod system has always been super harsh. Oh, you made one mistake during your trial mod? Oh, demote. Oh, you've been a trial mod for 3 months? Sorry, you don't get promoted because you're gonna be a trial mod for 3 months. Seriously, it doesn't take 3 or even 8. How long were you a trial mod? It doesn't take 8 months to decide whether someone is good enough for MCPvP. Right? It takes literally, you could decide whether someone is a fit mod in a week's time if you spent a lot of time looking into their actions. At most, it should take a month. A month for that to happen. And it pisses me off. And I'm so frustrated with this. I'm so glad these guys are gone. Right? Like, we've lost a lot of baggage. Just getting rid of Crowheart, oh my gosh. Oh, it's so good. I'm so happy she's gone.
What about Wizard?
No, I'm sad Wizard's gone. I really liked Wizard. She was a good,
Yeah, I mean, she's smart. She knows what she's doing.
But the good news is we still have a lot of mods that are really good material.
Forget seeing
Yeah,
your
Little
inventory and knowing
Mystic's
that
a
you were hacking.
scumbag.
He just
Little
replied
Mystic,
saying that he
Little
knew he was
Mystic
hacking also,
knew
so-
about it?
Wake up.
That's what he
Wow.
said.
I do not feel. I take back everything I said about apologizing over Little Mystic. What a scumbag. I'm so glad he's gone too. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Oh man, I was feeling so bad for what I said in the chat to him, but I don't. They were dropping
Bad boy Halo, you borrow money from your parents. Shut the fuck up, you corrupt shit.